Annenberg Media.
Talking Through Television, featuring special guest Johnny Crawford, the feminist, and the historian. So here's your host, Gabriel Miramontes. Well, Gabriel is tied up at the moment, so filling in is Jonathan McGee.
For that lovely introduction. I am Jonathan
When he
McGee.
buys
This is
chicken,
our special segment
he
of
buys
Talking Through Television,
$200
Mingling with McGee. Our normal host can't be here today. She is tied up at the moment. And so I will be presenting this segment. Today we are going over the book, Zora Hurston's Your Eyes Were Watching God. And to talk about this, our first guest today is the main character, Janie Crawford. Janie Mae Crawford. Let's have a warm welcome for her name. Thank you very much. All right, so as a main character in this wonderful novel, I'm sure you have some interesting viewpoints about your life. If you care to share with the audience.
Yeah, I really do. My story all started out after I kissed Johnny Taylor and got caught by my nanny. She pulled me aside and told me that I was a woman and that she'd soon be marrying me off to this Logan Killix who had a farm and a bunch of money.
Money.
That wasn't a great time for me. Well, the first year was. He treated me right and I had all the things that I could have wanted. He pampered me, but after that year was up, he wanted me to go to work in his farm.
Wow.
Working the same kind of things that he did.
The nerve.
Really? I didn't want that. I was just completely a worker in his farm afterwards. I wasn't even his wife anymore. So after he died, Jody Starks came along and he seemed really great. He was a politician. He was a politician in a small rural town and he had big ideas. He wanted to be mayor, and he kept telling me about his dreams and what he wanted to do, and that just really stood out to me because he really knew what he wanted.
Ambitious, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He strung me along, and I ended up going along with him. But then, I just got treated as his trophy wife. As much as he went in front of people, I was just standing there. I never got to say anything. Just this pretty little thing just there. And even when people wanted me to speak, I didn't say anything because he wouldn't let me.
Terrible existence, right?
So as he was on his deathbed, I told him like it was. I told him that I was done with it.
Went down straight. All right.
Afterwards, I met Tea Cake, and he was amazing. He taught me the language of the maidens again. I was actually equal to him, and he didn't treat me the way that the other people did. That the other two did, I should say. I really learned who I was being with him, and he helped me with that. It did end with him going rabid after getting bit by the dog and, trying to kill me, but I had learned to take care of myself enough to not hold back, to know that I was the most important.
Be strong.
Yeah. So I defended myself, and here I am now. I started my story alone, and I ended my story alone. But that's fine, because I know who I am.
And that is some excellent insight about this story. And I would love to give you the kind of feedback that our normal host could, but I can't because we will be back right after these messages.
He once fought a rabid dog in a hurricane. He once spent $200 on chicken and macaroni alone. He can play the guitar, and girls love men who can play the guitar. He is the most interesting man in the world.
Always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Welcome back from our sponsors' commercials. we were talking with Jenny Crawford from the book, from Zora Neale Hurston's book, Their Eyes Were Watching God. And I was about to give her some feedback to her fantastic summary of her life in the novel. Except I don't have a psychology degree. Isn't that fantastic? I just put that on my resume.
Just put a degree on your resume.
Absolutely. Everybody does that, right? That's what a degree is for, just to fake it. So instead, I have a degree in psychoentomology, which means that I study the way that insects think and behave in certain environments, if you will.
And what use is that?
Well, I'm going to compare your life psychologically, twist it a little bit, and put it into an insect's life. You see the insect? You see it right there? You see it? Can you see the insect? Yeah, I am. Right now. Like this. So for instance, let's take the praying mantis, which is actually...
Whoa, no.
No?
No.
I beg your pardon? This is my talk show.
No.
I can talk how I want to.
Your talk show?
My
Your
talk show, yeah.
You wish.
Okay.
You're not even the actual host.
Ladies and gentlemen, my feminist for today, Mrs. Reno. Yeah, there.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, morons,
Thank you.
I am the feminist expert. Now, JD, if I do recall, you said Mr. Kivix kind of respected you in the first year, but then after that treated you like a dog.
Pretty much.
Dog.
Right? See, that's bad. So you disrespected you the entire time, right?
Naturally.
Okay. Now with your second husband, Jody Starks,
Bring it.
you said he respected you, however he treated you like a trophy wife. Correct? That is also
Well,
Cicada.
you can't even really call it respect. I'm just there.
so trophy wife.
Sure,
Lack
I
of
was
respect.
pampered, but I didn't feel like I was really being respected.
You're missing the love, essentially. Yes. Okay. That's the problem. You want respect, but you do not want to become the trophy wife either. What every couple should strive for is for that equality. That's what you and TK had, yes?
Yes.
No more.
And that was perfect. TK, not Doughboy.
Same thing.
TK. No.
No, okay.
Okay. And that's perfect. And that's what everyone should strive for. So I commend you because you handled that situation with your previous two husbands perfectly. No violence and no abuse.
Commendations from the feminist. Thank you for your viewpoint, I suppose.
Says the plagiarist.
Amen. And now we'll get another viewpoint from our historian for today, Ms. Sochenko.
Ah, the less informed people are at it again, I see.
Glad you could be here today.
Yes, it's rather wonderful, isn't it?
Only sometimes.
Well, I'm glad... Oh, wait, I can't say that. Okay, anyway.
You can say whatever you want as long as it's PG.
Well, to begin with, the story of Their Eyes Were Watching God followed the time frame of slavery. And so through that time, all black communities were still rampant in the southern east.
Right?
That's an interesting word choice.
You go.
Straight from the book, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, on page 79, Harlem culture was still very developed.
Special edition.
Oh, dang.
Yes.
Annotated, yes.
When Janie had to run away with her husband, Joe Starks, she was still very much under his control, and so her character was still very much diluted in the story.
Completely agree. But then you did assert yourself as a woman, and I commend you for that again.
Commendations. Well, that's fantastic. And you know what? I'm glad this is my TV show. You know
Your
that?
TV show?
Yes, my
This
TV
isn't
show.
even your TV show, okay? The actual host is Gabby Miramontes.
Oh, yeah?
You're just here as a guest host, okay?
That doesn't mean... Oh, actually, that's...
It means everything.
That is not the point here, little missy. All right?
Do you want to
Not
go?
the point. Yeah,
You
I
wanna
always
go?
carry on.
You
not
wanna
that.
go?
I do not. No.
Do you
thank
wanna go?
Let's. No.
Do you wanna
That's
go?
okay. No, I'm all right. Thanks.
Don't do
Just
that.
go.
Well, I think I'm done here because I'm not going to have anything to do with their
Be
little
careful
fight.
with that.
So I
That's,
guess
that's
that
not
concludes Mr. Mingling with McGee show.
Pain, oh man.